This is just going to be an informal video of a brisket cook I did on Labor Day 2021. Alright, so I just got my brisket on the Smoky Mountain. I'm going to do it at 225. It's 6 p.m. right now. I think it weighs around 15 or 16 pounds. It started out as a 21 pounder, but it was super fatty, so I trimmed a lot of the fat off. It had a really thick decal. I got a lot of that off. I kept the fat cap at about a half an inch or a quarter of an inch in some places. But this is what it looks like going on. I just put it on just a second ago, and got some direct pans under there, so my smoker's not a huge mess. It's 6 p.m. now. I'm going to go until I'll probably wrap it at about, I don't know, 1 a.m. I'll check the temperature and just see, and if the bark is good and set. As you can see, I trimmed a good bit of the fat off of the point because I like to make burnt ends, and I just like to get the fat off of the majority of the point. So I did that top and bottom. Most of the fat's off of the fat cap is gone from the point. And I seasoned it with, I actually injected it with Cosmo's Reserve blend or something like that. It's their beef injection. And then the rub is Meat Church Holy Cow, and that's all I used. So I'll update when I spritz or check the temperature or anything like that, but not much is going to happen until I wrap it up. Alright, so I am at about the 6-hour mark. Let's see how she looks. Starting to get a pretty decent bark on it here. Pretty well developed on the flat. It's a little bit moist on the point. I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of 50-50 water and apple cider vinegar. That should help the bark there and keep it all moist. Nothing fancy here. I've just got a cheap Walmart spray bottle with vinegar and water in it. So spray that down. It's pretty good. You don't want too much. You just want to kind of keep it keep that bark moist, and try not to wash off your rub there. So just be conscious of that. I'm going to add a little bit of water to my pans here. I'm an old school water in the pan kind of guy. I've always done that, and it's always worked well for me. So my theory on it is that the moist environment keeps the helps your smoke ring, and helps keep that heat diffused, and it also keeps your drippings from burning in the pan, which I think causes some nasty flavors. So I'm no expert. It's just what I've always done. That's it for now. Alright, well, it is 2:44 a.m. and I fell asleep on the couch, so I missed my 1 a.m. mark. Let's see what we got. A pretty decent bark on the flat and the point. Not bad at all. I forgot to do my my little wood block trick. Or drop a couple of blocks of wood underneath there to keep this puddling from happening. But it's no big deal. Not that worried about it. People are still gonna eat it. Let's see what she's probing in here real quick. That's pretty much the thickest part of the flat. Let's see what the 180 in the point. So just goes to show you, point's always done quicker than the flat. No biggie. I'm gonna go in and get I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it and go in and get a little sleep, and we'll see what it looks like in the morning. And hopefully we can pull this jewel off at about, I don't know, I'm thinking about 8 o'clock, and put it in the cooler for a good rest. We'll check in the morning and see where it's at. We're gonna check the temp and see where it's at. So at about 3, it was 2:30 or 3. It was at about 150 and 180 respectively. There it is, wrapped up. Whew, 166. 189. So we've gone about 10 degrees on the flat and about 10 degrees on the point in 5 hours. It's a little disconcerting. I was hoping it'd be done by now and I could pull it off and rest it. Still hoping we can eat by 1, but we got a ways to go. So I'll keep you up to date. Alright, so what you didn't see, I pulled the flat, the point, cut the point off the flat. The point was done at about 9:40 a.m. It was probe tender falling apart, and it was about 195 degrees. So it just goes to show you can't really take everything to the exact temp when it's done. The flat was still it's still pretty tough, so it's staying on there. I wrapped it in foil to try to speed things up, the old Texas crutch. When I wrapped it in foil, I created the foil boat and put some beef broth, just kind of drizzled it slowly on top to kind of rehydrate it. And so it's all back on there smoking again. I'm about to put a mac and cheese on there, smoked mac and cheese, so it should be good. I'm excited about that. But we're rocking and rolling. Should be on target at least for some burn ends, if not some flat. Hopefully that thing gets done soon. So here's some pictures of the brisket before the trim and after. You can see the amount of fat that I took off in silver skin. It was about a little over 7 pounds. Here's some pictures of the point, and you can see the amount of the juice. It was a nice juicy brisket. Here's the flat. You can see the hang. Another picture, some flat here. Turned out really good. Nice bark, good flavor. It just took a little bit longer than I wanted. I'm sorry for the quality of the video overall, but I've got a tripod coming, so maybe some of my future videos will be better.